Welcome to another installment of the Untitled ELO Reviews, where I take a gander at your competitive matches and try to figure out just what the hell is going on with your SR. Today we're going to take a look at a Genji player. I think he's a Genji main according to what he was telling me, but he does play Genji most of the match, but eventually does flex off to other DPS heroes. He's at 2700 SR and believes that his aim is shit and needs to tighten up on basic combo usages like the dash plus 180 melee combo. So if anyone out there is interested in having their matches reviewed by me, then just follow the instructions on the screen. And just to verify, yes, I do use Yahoo for that account. So without wasting any more time, let's just jump straight into the match and see what's up. Junkertown attack. Okay, so your keyword here is going to be flanker. Genji is just like Tracer. Their sole purpose for being on the team is to destroy the backline. Never take on tanks by yourself unless the duel is obviously winnable, and the same thing goes for fighting the other DPS. I'm not saying avoid those confrontations, it's just your priority is to take out the backline. It's going to be tricky because if you venture too far, the Ana won't be able to heal you, and the Zen should be worried about keeping the Ana alive more so than keeping the orbs on you, and the Zarya throwing bubbles at her as well. I know a lot of this information goes without saying, but I just feel like I always have to mention it because I've seen many Genjis, Tracers, Doomfist that just think Anas can shoot through walls and they just jump in, die, and they rage for no reason. I'm not saying that's what you're gonna do, it's just I figured I'd throw that information out there. Just in case you didn't know, now you do. Round started, you're gonna go left, no, down the middle. I really hope you don't waste deflect here, and okay. See, I would suggest going left or right so you can assess where their squishies are. It's safe to say their DPS are up there in the middle. And we threw away deflect again. Are you gonna get the hamster? Just right click the fuck out of him. There's a Ryan charging, you're standing still. Holy crap, man. You dashed, I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah, when you come back, go left or right. If you're gonna go down mid, you need to at least make sure that somebody's like by themselves. Typically the snipers are. So you wanna fuck with, oh, somebody's there, it's the Ashe. The Ashe, get her! She shot at your deflect, what an idiot. Well, at least you got her. Getting the Ana, that looks like the Moira. Chilling across, you don't need the health pack, but okay. Close the gap, close the gap. She used shift. You threw away deflect again. See, now that your team is here, you're probably gonna advance without deflect. You could be using it right now, so she can throw away sleep or her grenade. What the fuck do I know? Right? Let's just say you did that on purpose, so your Widow can come up behind and take her out. There's also like zero comms coming from your team, aside from Zen occasionally muttering something. Right click him. Right click him. Right click him. Why are you meleeing? Just right click. Do the same thing to Monkey. Right click, and you're meleeing. Right click, so you can get your ultimate. Well, good job on that. I know tone-wise, I just went, oh no, please don't. You just deflected. You cannot deflect a Mei primary fire. Jesus Christ, man. At least you got away from her. I'll give you that. You need to like get out of that fucking habit. Do not deflect like against the Zarya. At least here you deflected Wrecking Ball's primary fire back at him. And you killed him. Good job on that. You know what? Instead of, oh no, don't blade. Jump back out. See where your team is at. Good. Now it looks like you're gonna blade. If you're gonna blade, dash. As soon as it's ready, dash her for extra damage. Dash. And you didn't. You could have killed her a lot faster. Oh man. Well, you guys would have gotten it anyway. It was just them two. But it just looks like it's clean up. But yeah, if you would have dashed her right after you got it back and then pressed Q, you could have had an extra dash. Not only could you have killed her faster, but you could have been striking at the Winston a lot sooner as well. I know you guys like destroyed them anyway because you had backup, and I figured that was gonna happen. But another note: if you were actually talking, you should be telling your team to back the fuck up, like straight up. Widow's already doing it, so that was a good thing. But anyway, I know you guys like destroyed the Ana and the monkey. What is this Winston doing? God damn, can I finish a thought, man? Like, this is how retarded the enemy team is. Anyway, that advice was more so to maximize your blade, because that's what Genji's about, is doing as much damage as possible when you press Q. Well, that's a bob. You could either back up, use your Reinhardt shield, don't even bother to take him down because you're a Genji. You should be going top left to scout to see where the enemy team is positioned. That was a sweet pin, by the way. I mean, yeah, Bob was kind of sitting still, but... What is this? Why would you shatter? Where did the nano come from? What? I would honestly ask the Ana, like, what the fuck was going through his head? They're duoed, so odds are they threw away their ultimates because they know each other. I've done that before, way back when I was a much lower rank. I would nano my friends just to, especially if they played Ryan, just to see if we could pull off that Hail Mary attempt at winning that fight. Anyway, back to the match at hand here. You should be going left, dude. You should be going top left. Yes, they'll see you coming, but this is gonna do one of two things to their squishies. It's either gonna do what it's doing now, which is wasting time. Your team is creeping up on them. They're gonna be retreating back a little bit, obviously, to reposition themselves to better help their team out. Or you're going to force them onto the high ground, at which point your Widowmaker, who is now a McCree for some reason, the Widowmaker could have picked them off. But this definitely requires you to speak, though. I'm not sure if your mic is working and you just don't have the audio channel picked up on the recording for some dumbass reason. No idea on that. I should probably check your Reddit post. Because I do hear you hitting your button to speak, but nothing's coming. Okay, so ignore what Deanna just told you. I know this is pre-recorded, but that was really dumb. A really dumb suggestion. See, you wanna. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna lose this fight, so I'm just gonna keep talking. See, you wanna go left, top left. The reason why is because it gives you valuable information. Yes. Now they have a Torb turret out, so you obviously don't want to peek your head out because then the turret is going to shoot you first. You want to wait until the turret is engaged, most likely firing on your Reinhardt shield, before you can dive on a squishy. See, outside, there's a lot that's contributing to why you guys are just not winning the fights. Your tanks aren't creating the space that you need, that enable you, especially at Genji. Well, reflect. Oh, dude, way too late. You should be going left. You should go left. Go left to set up your blade. And why did we lose the Widow? I don't know why the McCree swapped. Maybe he's not that comfortable. Oh, good God. That was... See, I was quiet there because I was trying to search for a different way. I was trying to come up with a different way of saying that was a shitty nano. Okay, maybe not a shit nano, but it was definitely a bad, like, everything. Your blade was bad. I thought you were gonna go for the Ash. You know what? Let's rewind. Here's why. Let me show you why I was quiet. And slow-mo right here. Okay. So as you were approaching and I saw the Ash's muzzle flash, right? Here I thought, okay, if this guy, he smells blood in the water. I thought maybe if he's going to use his blade, it's going to be right here and he's going to kill the Ash first. And then destroy that old bitch to the left. But instead you did the opposite. And here's why I think this was a mistake. Before I go any further, I know you guys won that fight. Again, as I've mentioned this before, this is just purely to maximize your Dragon Blade. Anyway, the reason why I thought Ash first was because she just blew a cooldown. I mean, you'll see the Ana throw away her sleep, like right as you were charging in. But the first thing I saw was the dynamite blow up, which told me that she has no cooldown. And remember, the Ana threw away her sleep. All the more reason for you to destroy this DPS. Because in my mind, in that split second, if I had chosen to go for the Ana, in the back of my head, there would be that nagging voice telling me that, hey, this DPS can kill you. She can land a headshot or two while your back is turned. You can't deflect while your back is turned. So kill the Ashe first. Plus, she's closer to you. With Ana not having sleep, she's going to have to stop healing her team and try to take you down while trying to heal the Ashe. They're more as a dumbass, so really she's like the only hope the enemy team has for this fight. So you get nanoed, then you're going to dash up, press Q, use your free dash to get to the Ana. See, there's already a gap here. Your first slash missed, and you're going to kill her within the next two. Obviously, now, because now you're within range, she panicked. And you're going to throw away deflect here. Also, if we stop it here, see, you look down at the payload, you did like this jerking motion, like you just realized the Ashe was there. So you hit reflect and thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna try to kill her. So I don't know if you didn't know she was there before you bladed. You might have just tunnel visioned on the Ana because you're just fixated on that kill the backline mentality. In case I was right on that bit, then assessing a situation before you use your Dragon Blade is something that you can work on as well. It's just really difficult for me to guess whether or not you really did see the Ashe because I'm not hearing your voice in the VOD. So I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if you don't have your mic being picked up by whatever recording program you used, because everybody else on your team is talking. So I'm just gonna assume that you're talking because you're pressing the push to talk button a lot. Anyway. You probably don't know that you cancel the animation when you climb. Because, I mean, everything was happening so fast. You see how she jumped down, though? See, your Rhine was already swinging. Even if he wasn't, anybody that sees an enemy right in front of him, especially a Reinhardt, will just start swinging his hammer and she dies. So this all just boils down to maximizing your ultimate. You got the job done, I will give you that. But it was sloppy. It happened so fast, dude, but I think if you would have done it the other way, you could have had maybe a half a second to a second extra of Dragon Blade use that could have been put towards slashing like Wrecking Ball, or you could have finished off somebody else, and it would have been a much cleaner Dragon Blade as well. Alright, back to the action. Last I remember, you guys were staggering them out, I think. Near the end of the round. What the fuck is this trance? You guys don't need it. And you have one more fight left, it looks like. And you're in overtime. What the fuck? He just threw away his trance. Oh, man. Whatever. Just right click. You should be looking for the squishies. There's the Ana. The Zen's kind of... Whoa. That was your Zen. What the fuck? I'm blind. Shut the fuck up. Who said that? Was that the Zen that said that? Something needs to die. The guy that threw away his ultimate. You guys are gonna lose this round because of him. Oh man, I didn't mean to lose my focus there. It's just he threw away his trance. He had absolutely no reason to. Okay, so just to recap last fight before the Zenyatta triggered me. I just wanted to tell you that instead of making that useless U-turn just to go destroy the turret, that was a colossal waste of time. What you should have done was just stayed where you were at and just left-click the Ana. You guys would have probably still lost the fight depending on how fast you could have killed her. But if the Zenyatta didn't throw away his trance earlier, he could have prolonged the battle in your guys' favor. But yeah, you should have just stayed put and just left-click the Ana and the Moira that was there instead of going around just to take out a turret. Okay, for that round, well, I see you went McCree, but for the first round, you did okay as Genji. For your rank, you did pretty well. I hope you go back and see what I was talking about when I kept saying go left, especially like Junkertown second phase. That's like your key area. That's like the key route you take to flank the squishies. As a tracer, you usually go usually go right. You can as Genji as well, but for this particular match, it would have greatly helped you out if you utilized that route. Anyway, with McCree defense, you want to start up here where you're at. Generally, if you have a barrier tank, they usually stay up there to see if you can get a pick. Oh my god, the Zenyatta is pissing me off. He's always discorded. No, well then he's talking like his shit don't stink. You know what I mean? He threw away 2 trances. It's just that real bad one in that last fight really triggered the fuck out of me. And he's not calling out his discords. And you need to be behind this barrier. What is that right click? Don't right click the barrier. What are you... Dude. Okay. Okay. McCree is clearly someone you're not that comfortable with. And that's okay. You picked him. Let's let's work. Yeah, you're shaking your head. No, that's what I'm thinking. You know, I thought it, you said it, but you know, let's see what happens here. You want to go left. Take the stairs to the left. Oh man, get the high ground. Get the high ground. You're gonna throw away your flash. Yeah, you're gonna throw away flash and right click the barrier. You should be going high ground left and try to pick out whoever is in that catwalk. The one you're shooting at now, it's the Ash. Yeah, it's the Ash. Anyway, if you would have gone high ground left, you could have just used that corner to just LOS the Ash and just basically duke it out. You know, either you kill her or she's gonna kill you, but you were out in the open and she destroyed you. And your Sombra really needs to hack something, namely the Rhine. Oh man, the Rhine got nanoed. Wow, a trance. I think that was a lucky trance. Oh, the anti. Fuck, don't throw away that up. Just keep backing up. You want to rotate left. Just back up. Keep backing up left. You only lost the main tank. It's... Never mind. It's not winnable. What was that EMP? This... Oh man, why is nobody on your team screaming at the Sombra already? Like, she should be... Or I guess it was a he. Should be hacking that Reinhardt. You should be making that Reinhardt his bitch. That's like the only way you and the Roadhog are gonna do anything. Oh man, that was a shit Deadeye. And I think you knew that. That's probably why you canceled it. But anyway, you wanna get the high ground. So behind you are the set of stairs to the left now. You wanna go up there. Instead, you're gonna try to get cheeky and think you can get the kill on the Rhine. And the Zen's not, the Zenyatta's not calling anything out still, so I don't know. I hope he drops that fucking attitude. I hope at least somehow he sees this VOD review where I call him a dumbass, because he's not doing much and he's not really appearing on the kill log for assists. But anyway, fight's over. Or I don't know what the hell the enemy team's doing, but you should be getting the high ground. The high ground. The high ground behind you. Get the high ground. Get the high ground. I'm going to keep talking to you like as if you can hear me. Get the high ground. That's like the biggest fucking thing right now. And you misused flash. You so lucky. Another trance. Way too late on that. He had an eternity to press Q. Could have saved the Junkrat. Get the high ground. Turn around. Go to your left. Get the high ground. You right click. Oh man. I know McCree's right click got buffed as far as his damage output goes, but you need to like not do that. Okay, now you switch to Ashe. I suspect your Ashe gameplay is probably going to be the same as your McCree, like position wise. But I'm going to have to sound like a broken ass record player here, but getting the high ground is especially important on a sniper character like Ashe. Whether it's Ashe, Widowmaker, or Hanzo, you need, oh man, like, it would be, you would have more area to look over if you were, finally, the high ground, but back up a little bit though, not on the low ground. You were probably fucked anyway, because Monkey's jump cooldown is pretty short as it is anyway. So when you come back, that's where you want to be. High ground. Right where the choke is. Probably, like, right where your soldier is right there, top right. That's where I would go. That offers you, like, the best vantage point. And Winston just killed him, and he's saying that Winston's low. Shoot him. Give chase. You're going left. Why are you going left? You're in love with you are in love with the low ground. You're doing the opposite of what oh man. High ground. High ground, high ground, high ground, high ground when you come back. High ground, high ground, high ground. I'm gonna keep fucking repeating it. Like as if like I'm there with you, like you can fucking hear me, because oh my god, this has triggered me so bad. Get the high ground. Get the high ground. Get the high ground. A moment of kill him! Kill him! Kill him! And a Discord to boot! And he jumped down. Zen's a fucking idiot. Why would you trans? Anyway, just stay up here. Stay up here, stay up here, stay up here. Ask for heals if you're not. I have no idea if you're actually talking to your team. Okay, that time that was good positioning on you, but you just weren't following through with basically anything, and now you're Tracer. So I don't know if you're giving up or if you just went Tracer because you just wanted to come back faster. So your role here is to basically just inflict as much damage as possible. You want to kill the squishies. You want to use, like, right here. Use Winston to farm your bomb. That was a waste of recall. You had full HP when you recalled, so that was a huge waste. So at this point, I don't think you gave up. I think you're just panicking, because like a minute or two before you swapped off of McCree, like you started to get sloppy as fuck, like real sloppy. Like you're not even playing like a plat anymore, kind of sloppy. And I know it sounds like I'm being a little harsh on you here, but it's true. I'm gonna just assume you guys are gonna lose because your whole team is like staggered out, and there's no way you guys are gonna get this. So I'm gonna just touch on what you need to work on for Genji. You didn't play the other heroes enough to really merit like any advice other than McCree. Just you need to play around corners, get the high ground. The same thing goes for Ashe or any sniper hero. And Tracer just looked like a last-ditch effort to try to get back to the point faster. So your Genji overall needs heavy work on flanking. Your approach to how you use him seems like you wait on the enemy to mess up, positionally speaking anyway. And Genji's job is exactly that, to disrupt positioning as well as taking out the backline. I'm not gonna repeat what I said about flanking and setting up, as I hope I explained it well enough when I broke down some of your pushes. Getting the best use out of your ultimate involves many factors. Mastering the ability to read a situation and make that split-second decision on whether you're going to use it or not is definitely one of them. Again, I think the explanation provided earlier in the video will do the trick. Work on all of those things, and you can hit Diamond no problem. You could even break into Masters, actually. And that about wraps it up for this VOD review, and I hope you found it informative. Peace.